Hello guys, welcome to the training. So I'm glad you guys are here. Today I'm going to show you exactly how you can leverage a 5-step customer acquisition system that's going to lead to not only a really high volume of appointments coming in on your calendar and more sales opportunities for the whole organization, but also a higher conversion rate in closing those opportunities. And it's a pretty awesome program that only works for service businesses. Obviously, you need to have a pipeline style business, where you're generating leads and you're converting those leads to appointments, MQLs to SQLs. Once you generate those sales qualified leads, then you convert those into customers. So that's pretty much like this only works for those types of businesses. So welcome guys, I'm glad you're all here. I'm now going to walk you through how our deal flow strategy works. And you're going to see just how you can leverage this formula for yourself. Okay, so just to kind of reiterate sort of what it is and what the focus is and the philosophy behind it. Effectively, we operate with one assumption here, which is that the more outflows we pump out, the more inflows we receive. So outflows can be defined as your offer. Okay, an outflow is your offer being pumped out to the world. And that can happen in the form of a cold call, that can happen in the form of a Facebook ad, that can happen in the form of a Facebook marketplace message, cold email. Like there's tons of ways to pump out your outflows. But the point, before we get into the formula and how it all works, you need to understand that there's two things that are so important for this thing to never not work. It'll always work if you do these two things, okay? First one, consistency. So you need to always, every single day, make sure that these outflows are pumping out. Are you doing 100 outflows a day? Are you doing 300 outflows a day? Are you doing 500 outflows a day? You have to do as many as you can. So the second thing is volume. So you need to do as much volume as you can. So if your organization can only afford to do, let's just say 300 outflows a day, great, do 300 a day, but keep it consistent so that every single day you're pumping out that 300. And then now your outflows are kind of like your business's pulse. You have a heartbeat in the business, and that is the outflows, the offers being pumped out. Without that, there is no heart being pumped, therefore the body dies, okay? The business dies. So you need to understand that. So the two things are volume, pump out as many outflows as you can. If you can do 100 cold emails a day, 100 cold calls a day, that's 200 outflows right there, right? And that's just you. And then if you can couple that with ads, that's another 100 outflows that you might hit 100 people, right? So the whole goal is pumping out your offer as many times as possible, as consistently as possible, to drive as many inflows as possible. Now, what are inflows? Okay. Inflows are the latter three you see here. Okay. So you pump out outflows to drive sales appointments, which is the first level of inflow. You get inflow and sales appointments. You now take those sales appointments and you close those sales appointments at about 20 to 30% close rate. So that's going to turn those people, of the 10 sales appointments, let's just say you book, you will close 2 to 3 as customers, and that's expected, right? So as long as you're generating tons of, let's just say you generate 10 sales appointments a day, if you can do that, then great, you're able to close 1 to 2 customers, maybe potentially even 3 customers per day. That's the expectation. So, and if you don't have that ratio, then something's wrong, okay? And I'll show you exactly how to dissect the whole process and everything. But you book sales appointments, turn those into customers at 20 to 30% close rate. Once you turn those into customers, you then need to deliver your solution. So if you're a dentist, you provide really good whitening services. If you're, a mortgage agent, get them the best rates, pre-qualified, pre-approved. Realtor, get them a good ROI, investment property, whatever it is. The idea is that you need to deliver your value and your solution to the customer so that they can now say, wow, that was impactful. I gained a lot of utility. And then you can now package them as a case study on your website, similar to like how I do it on my website. You go variancemarketing.com/testimonials. And you'll be able to see, my internet's a little slow, but you'd be able to see tons of testimonials on this page. And so this is exactly how it works. So you need to make sure that you're generating case studies so that you can take those case studies and put them back on the outflows, put them back on the advertising, put them back on the cold emails. So now you're sending cold emails with case studies in them. Instead of just regular cold emails trying to, regurgitate an offer. Now you're doing it with proof in the pudding, being the case studies, being the testimonials. You either put the link to your testimonials in all of your email sequences and all those things, or you put the link to, or you just simply showcase your testimonials over time with your cold emails, with your ads, with all the amazing outflows you're deploying. Why do we do that? We do that so that the outflows perform a lot better now. So now when I run outflows, it's not me converting, booking them at 2%. Like I'm booking them at 5% now because I've increased proof in the pudding. Okay. So now that you understand the sales flywheel, you understand the philosophy behind volume and consistency, your calendar will look like this with this program. And I'm not just kidding. Look at my calendar. This is today. We have a bunch of sales reps in our organization, so they're flooded for the day. Lots of appointments. This is yesterday, same thing. Lots of appointments. Day before, same thing. Tons of appointments. Day before, same thing. Tons of appointments. So, and this is the weekend. And then this is last Friday. Tons of appointments. So you can see these are scale-up sessions with potential leads, mortgage agents that want to work with us, or realtors, or whoever it is that wants to work with us. So that wants to leverage this system that we're deploying. So we are flooded. We constantly have appointments every single day, except for weekends, obviously. So you can see that this is not a joke. This stuff works like a charm. This is the expectation. If your calendar is not flooded like this, we're not doing our job. We are not doing our job unless you have this many sales opportunities and you are closing on them. Okay. So now, guys, to get into the system, this is the formula. This is what is working. This is what is literally duplicating itself over and over and over again for our clients, for ourselves, to drive not only customers, but, really bring in like quality customers so that, retention's high as well. So it's not necessarily like you're getting like really like crappy customers. You're getting people that are easy to work with, good quality customers, pre-qualified, right? And how the system works is very simple, and I'll walk you through each step in depth. Okay, I'm not going to leave you in the dark here. So effectively how it works is you run cold traffic ads. Okay, now remember I was talking about outflows before. Let's just pick ads as the main outflow strategy right now. You run ads on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. Doesn't really matter what the platform is. LinkedIn, Twitter. There's lots of different platforms for lots of different offers. But you're going to run risk reversal offers is what it's called. So these risk reversal offers are effectively, you're removing the risk in these people. So if you're offering a mortgage service, you might want to say, hey, I'll get you pre-approved for up to $1 million within 24 to 48 hours or your money back. Or, or hey, I might, I'll give you a quick closing, guaranteed closing within 48 hours. You could say something like that. You could also say, if you're looking for a refi, I can help you lower your interest rates by at least 1% guaranteed. So that whole guaranteed risk reversal, you're removing the risk in proceeding with someone. And that's what you want to do, because that's going to lead to the highest amount of leads that come in through your ads. You might spend $20, you should be getting $4 to $6 a lead. For roughly $4 to $6 a lead is like the good zone for this type of strategy. So if you spend $100, you should be theoretically getting about 20 or so leads. Okay. Under this paid advertising strategy, right? So you spend that $100 in ad spend on the cold traffic, you get a bunch of people signing up and opting in. They're going to give you their name, they're going to give you their email, and they're going to give you their phone number. And then they're going to answer one qualification question that has to do with your service. So if you're in mortgages, you might ask, what's your credit score? If you're in, real estate, you might say, are you looking to buy or sell or lease, right? Like whatever that qualification question is, you add one qualification question to the opt-in form, and I'll show you how that looks like. After that's done and they opt in, they're now going to get put into your CRM. Okay. So when they get put into the CRM, they're now going to get hit with more ads. And these are ads that retarget the person, showcasing them your case studies and your proof in the pudding, while also hitting them with emails. Okay. So this is what the emails looks like. Once they become a lead from the ads, they then get enrolled into your email sequence. And this is what that looks like. So they subscribe to the lead list. They wait a day. You got 10 people waiting here. And then it sends the first email. Great. And this is introducing who you are. I have this all templated out as well. So, if you do proceed with us, we will give you your full email sequence templated end to end. It's about 26 emails. It's great. So anyways, bottom line, you send the first email, wait 15 minutes, send your case studies, wait a day, send another email on how to, execute a certain thing that has to do with your service, wait a day, send another email. And you're basically showing case studies and warming people up to get them to a point where have they become a client? And if they've become a client and that's a yes, then you're going to want to remove them from this automation. But if they haven't become a client, then we're going to want to keep dripping them with emails until they schedule with the sales team or schedule with myself to become a client. Is that clear? Okay, so that is this process here, that email marketing side of things. Once they opt in from the ads, they're now getting hit with emails for about 60 to 90 days. And look, those emails are asking them to book a call. That's what's happening. They're asking them, hey, like you've seen these case studies via email, please schedule your call in with me, right? So they're going to get dripped every other day to try and schedule their call. It's either they schedule them call themselves, like through the email drip sequence or the retargeting ads, or you have a cold caller, and I'm going to show you how you can get an offshore cold caller in the Philippines for extremely cheap, about $200 to $300 a month, 40 hours a week. That's full-time hours. They're going to call all the leads in your organization that come in through the ads, but they're also going to call not even just advertising leads. They're going to call all the leads in your organization to set appointments. Okay. Now, it's either that person booked themselves in right off the sequences, or it's the actual SDR, the sales development representative, the appointment setter that we have offshore, calls that lead right when it signs up and manually books them in after qualifying them. So after asking them, if it's the mortgage situation, they might ask them, hey, what are you looking for, a refi or a new mortgage? Another thing could be, what's your credit score? Another could be, what's your household income? Another question the SDR can ask them on the phone is, how much down payment do you have, right? These are all qualification questions to make sure verbally that this lead is actually high quality before booking it in with the closer or with you, the business owner, right? In which case, and that's what you need. You need that level of qualification, that level of filtration on these leads before it gets to your calendar, so that by the time these appointments get on your calendar like this, you just smash the deal. It's a simple close. It's done deal. They're wrapped up. They're now gaining value from your solution. They're now gaining utility from you, right? Let's just say either they book themselves in by themselves, or the SDR actually qualifies and sets the appointment. Either way, they're going to get enrolled through what's called a show up email sequence. And this is like an email that gets a sequence that sends out effectively to warm them up and make sure they show up to that call that was booked. And so these are basically in-depth case studies, different emails, guarantees, things like that get people interested in showing up for their appointment. Okay. The other thing is that same SDR, that same appointment setter, is going to call the morning of the scheduled meeting. So the morning of that scheduled meeting, that same SDR that you hire, that I'm going to show you exactly how to hire, exactly how to train, exactly how to manage, that same SDR is going to call your appointment prior, like maybe same morning or 1 hour before the call, saying, hey, Rick, we booked a call yesterday. My name's Kimberly. To refresh your memory, we booked a call yesterday about your mortgage business. I'm just calling you today because you have a scheduled call at 2 p.m. Just wanted to confirm the call at 2 p.m. to make sure that you're still there in front of your computer. Please make sure you fill the mortgage application beforehand, etc. You can get your SDR to really do whatever you want to get them to qualify that specific lead however you want. But we have our standard practice for how we do that, so that we're spitting out the highest quality leads. On top of the show up sequence, we also send SMSs to confirm the appointment right when it gets booked. As well, we send them an SMS 1 hour before the appointment, so that way they can see more testimonials before the call. This will also, once they book, it will prompt them to fill a qualification survey as well. And then after they fill that survey, it sends them to our testimonial page. So I will show you and build this whole process with you, so that you're now spitting out the highest quality appointments. And that's just through the ads, but there's also direct outreach happening in this entire time to the book a call page. So you're having, 20 to 50 LinkedIn messages that will be sent out every single day. For example, if you're a mortgage agent, you might want to target real estate agents, right? And target them to build referral partnerships. So you're going to send direct messages via cold email, okay, and via LinkedIn messages directly at realtors saying, hey, realtors, let's build a referral partnership. I'll give you commission each time you refer me a mortgage, for example. Now you're recruiting all these realtors to book a call with you, so that you can build these referral partnerships where they get paid. And then on top of that, you have your own mortgage loan leads coming in at a pretty regular basis. And this, like I said, this isn't just for mortgage agents. This is for realtors, any pipeline style business that needs to actually scale up their inbound qualified appointments. Okay, so just to reiterate how this works, you're going to generate the leads through the different channels, the different outflow channels like cold calling, cold email, here's an example of cold email, right? So you'd send off blasts every single day. So for example, October 14th, October 15th, right? October 13th, you can see who opened the email, who responded to the email, how many emails were sent. And this is done by day. And you know what's crazy? This is done by your appointment setter. Your appointment setter is the one that's going to send these email blasts daily, okay, on your behalf to book the appointments. And so I'm going to show you not only how to hire this person, I'm going to show you how to set up this entire system. We have templates built out for every single step of this process, including the LinkedIn messages, including the emails, the cold emails, the book a call templates. It's all preloaded. And essentially what happens is once they go through all that, you get spit out a situation like this, okay? Now, Hakan Munir is an example of a person who's gone through this strategy with us. He just moved from the UK to Canada and got his mortgage license. Within the first 30 days of proceeding with us, he closed 2 deals. Okay, that's just the first 30 days. We're not just talking 30 days here. Like, he's been working with us, I think, for about 4 months now. So, he's closed a lot of deals since then. We're talking just the first 30 days. And, over here, he says amazing things about how it was easy, how he's turning his leads even to more leads, and how like it's a pretty robust solution for anyone. So I'll let you guys go through this. He even introduced us to his friend Sushil, who's also, I think he's in the financial services space, but he introduced his friend Sushil. He says, look, he knows I would like you to introduce my good friend Sushil. He knows how well you've done for my business, and he is interested in talking to you about all of his marketing. Please look after him as you have done with me. Have a great day. And this is going to show emails of him saying, look, by the way, I'm closing my second deal from the leads tomorrow. This is literally, I think, 7 days after he started with us. He closed his second deal and immediately gave us a testimonial. So, like this stuff works like a charm. He even sent us an email at the end of his second month saying, hey, look, one of the leads that came through for a house flip, it was extremely easy to close and extremely profitable. I want you guys to do your magic. Can you go live with a house flip style strategy? And you see, we kind of like move around with him. We want to make sure that he's on the same page. He was able to turn the leads that we sent him within 48 hours. He was able to turn it around. So we're looking for quick closings here. We're not looking for waste of time. You guys can contact Hakan. He'll tell you great things. Here's his dashboard. All we generated was 91 leads, okay, 32 booked calls. And he has generated, I think, 20, 30, potentially even $40,000 in the first 30 days. And that's why we like working with people that have high average order values, like mortgage agents, for example. They have order values that are larger, such as, your commissions, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 on a mortgage. So, all we have to do with our program is get you, for example, 10 mortgages in your first 30 days. And, the whole thing pays for itself for like the next 2 years, right? So that's the beauty of our program. And that's why people love what we do, because we help them set up the system. Like here's another one from Owen Gray. This is another person that we work with. So for him, he's got 409 leads, 131 booked calls, and he's been working with us for 6 months. So over the last 6 months, he spent this much in ad spend, right? On his own accord, right? And he's generating so much money. He's closing HELOCs, he's closing reverse mortgages, he's closing, consolidations, renewals, right? Refis, like new mortgages. It's crazy what he's doing. We like to specialize in the mortgage space, but we do work with a lot of realtors on this program. We do work with a lot of people in the financial services space, and just entrepreneurs in general who want to set up a pipeline style solution that leads to them generating qualified opportunities and then setting up the system like this. So this is, for example, one of Owen Gray's dashboards, right? So for the month, for this month, right? So he would get a lead that comes in, for example, this one, and you'd have an outbound SDR that would actually call this appointment, for example, and I could play the recording, but this outbound SDR would call. So she spoke to him for 4.5 minutes here, and called this lead. And we helped him set this up, right? So Owen Gray, we actually helped him set this up, this entire process, helped him hire his SDR and everything. But long story short, what had happened is that we called that appointment, qualified it. And then what happened was we figured out the credit score was 720. So this is a 720 credit score. It's a brand new mortgage that they're looking for, and they're making 40K annually. Not the best lead. Maybe it's a younger person looking for a new home. So what we did is we went ahead and booked that specifically right on Owen Gray's calendar, just like this. Okay. So you see Owen Gray here, we book it right on the calendar and we fill it out. And that right there is this book a call page. This page that I'm showing you is this book a call page here. Okay. So you see that the phone person the appointment setter or SDR will call and will set that appointment so that it goes through that system, gets nurtured. All the emails are hitting them now. They're basically going through a system that leads to the highest quality conversions. Okay. Now that's not just this one lead. There's more leads like this one here for Owen as well. We called again and set up another appointment. This one was 4 minutes. And this is what happened. We qualified and it was a 550 credit score that looking for a new mortgage with 450K annually. So if we go down again, look at another one, Naomi, here's another one. So we called twice. First time, we spoke to them for about 8 minutes, qualified them. Then she called in, Naomi, and then we called back. Okay. And that's a, 500 credit score, pretty low. New mortgage they're looking for with $3,440 a monthly income. Some of these are lower, some of these are more high quality, right? So it really just depends on what you get. But ultimately, there is a lot of high quality and a lot of good ones. So this one's, for example, 700 credit score. They're looking for a new mortgage and they have about 150K a year in annual income, right? So at the end of the day, this stuff works like an absolute charm. And what we're looking to do is really bring on more people to our system so that we can showcase exactly how we can set this up within 60 days for you. So within 60 to 90 days, you should have this entire system set up, proven itself, validated itself, driving tons of appointments, tons of quality leads, tons of quality results. And look, at the end of the day, we have lots of ways to help clients deliver on this. So we have like a done for you solution where we'll essentially do it completely for you and you don't have to lift a single finger, and we'll call your leads for you. We'll qualify them for you and do amazing things in that realm for you. Now, the other and more important solution that a lot of people have been doing is the done with you program. And that's when you work directly with me, because I like to work with clients to help them set up this solution for themselves so that they can deliver a high quality conversion for themselves. And the only way that happens usually is when it's high touch environment. We meet all the time. We set this up for you. I help you hire your SDR. I help you set up your funnel. I help you run your advertisements. We have full quality control over your entire marketing process. I think you're going to gain a ton of value if you click the link below. All you're going to have to do is schedule a call with me or my sales team. You'll work with us to customize the solution. Now, look, this isn't drag and drop. This isn't something that anyone can do at any moment. Like, it's customized to you. If you're a mortgage agent, a mortgage broker, if you're a mortgage investment corporation, doesn't matter what you are, realtor, dentist, chiropractor, financial services, a life insurance agent, it doesn't matter. If you have a pipeline that you're looking to fill and qualify those opportunities and lead to the highest quality conversion, this is the solution for you. Okay. Now, we deploy a lot of different initiatives on top of just the ones you see here. This is our pilot program. This is usually what we get people in the door with. Once they're successful on this and they've done an amazing job and they've generated quality revenue from this, and the ROI is clear as day, then you now get access to our more custom solutions on the agency side. So this is a very, very bespoke program that gets customized to you. I will work with you with my team of consultants to make sure that this is set up in the correct way so that it leads to, like I said, conversion, more appointments, more consistent revenue growth. And look, we even have a system where we work for free until that happens with our customers. So it's like, look, it's a no-brainer. You're getting a situation where you pay a one-time fee to get this solution built out for you that you're going to reap benefits from in perpetuity. Okay. So I'm excited that you were with me today. I'm excited you paid attention. If there's any questions, feel free to book that call. Okay. It's just a link below. What you're going to see is it's either going to be with me. It's either going to be with one of my sales representatives. It's okay. We're all qualified to speak to you regarding the solution. And I cannot wait to see you on the other side, because you are going to become our next testimonial, just like you see in the sales flywheel. If you go ahead and click that call. And yeah, let's change the problem. A lot of people come to us with marketing. They think they have a marketing problem. 99% of the time, it's not a marketing problem, it's a conversion problem. And so if you do book that call below, not only will you get a free feature in Disrupt magazine, if you end up proceeding with us, we'll get you a free article feature discussing you. That way you have more credibility so that this whole formula works a bit better. So we give you that free article, but also I will personally take a look at your sales script And I will make sure that your sales script is bulletproof. And like I was saying, 99% of people think that they have a marketing problem, but it's really a conversion problem. So what we can do is help you rewrite your sales script, just like the one you see here. My sales script's about, I think, 35 pages. So we'll help you create something very similar so that it converts at an extremely high rate and that you're really happy with the overall solution we're delivering. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you gained value. And look, whether we work together or not, no harm, no foul. I hope you walk away from this video like learning new things about how you can scale your business and how you can leverage these different channels to grow your inbound appointment structure and the inbound appointment volumes. And look, the next step is after we generate the system, we now need to plug more sales reps. So I show you how to get commission only sales reps. I show you how to scale your outbound cold calling team. And yeah, we basically grow the business for you. So welcome to our growth consulting program. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to book that call below. And like I said, anyone who books a call from this video, which we track, you will get a Disrupt Magazine article completely free about you, about your business, to help boost the credibility. And that's if you proceed with us on the call. Okay, no harm. And remember, there's no pushiness. We are not here to push you. This is for you. So only book that call if you're interested. And yeah, I hope to make you the next testimonial. So looking forward to chatting.